Hello, and welcome again to another episode of Battle Ready.
Yeah.
And today, it's magic time.
I didn't bring my wizard hat for this.
Yes. Well, you should have, because it is magic time.
You should have told me.
Well, the thing we were thinking of is the game has basically two magic systems, right?
It does.
There's the spell system
Yep.
and the priest prayer system,
Yes.
right? And they're different, right? They work sort of differently. And I guess my question is, why?
Really?
Why?
You think they don't? You think they should be the same thing?
No, I actually think they should be if they're going to be separate, I think they should be markedly different.
Thank you.
And so what we have right now doesn't make a ton of sense to me. And so I think that you could sort of meld them together into one thing. I don't know
But
that
then
that's
there's
good.
not a real distinction.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is you could remove the distinction and just have magic caster, right, instead of priest and wizard.
You just name him Cool Guy.
Cool
guy that does a thing.
Cool guy McSpellface. And yeah, that's I would not advocate going that direction. I think that's probably bad. We've streamlined a lot of the game. I don't know that this needs to be streamlined, right? I say we've streamlined, like I'm in there on the.
Oh yes.
I'm talking to all the people like, what we should do. No, but I mean the game has been streamlined, and I feel like spells and prayers should feel way different because right now there are differences, right? Spell, you get a one-time shot, whereas priest you can accumulate.
Yep.
And spells can be unbound, whereas priest stuff cannot.
I almost wish fellow priests could counter chant.
Yeah, maybe. Although some armies don't even have priests, right?
Yep.
So I think the thing that's keeping it from doing stuff like that is that priests are a little bit
rare,
inequitably distributed. Yeah, thank you. I think that there are some armies that have easy access to priests, and their priests are good.
Stormcast
probably have the best priest in the game.
Yeah.
And that daughters have priests on cauldrons. Yeah. Right? So it's like, some of them have good stuff that you want to bring anyway, and the priest is like the bonus, right? And some stuff you're looking at and you're like, well,
I guess
I could bring the priest. I mean, they're not worthless, but they don't really. It's like a war chanter, right? It's not worthless. It's not bad.
He's pretty much worthless.
But when you could have another mega boss in Roots, it's like, ooh, do I really want to bring that war? I mean, how many buffs do I really need here? Right?
He more often than not blows himself up.
He does that a little bit too. Yeah. So I think that might be part of it. But I think it should feel very different. And I think that even though the way that you cast it is different, and maybe you could keep that, I think the effects should be just super different. For example, I don't know that I would do this exactly, but you could make it so that spells were all offensive.
Yeah, that's
and prayers were all buffs.
Were buffs,
right. Right? So that way it's like, because magic is volatile and it only corrupts and hurts those upon whom it's used. And prayers are blessings that your deity is giving to you.
Yeah.
Similarly, you could do spells spells always affect opposing units.
Yeah.
And prayers
always affect
friendly units. I guess that would be the same sort of thing as buffs and debuffs. It's not like you're going to buff the opposing units. But that kind of thing where it's like, you're chanting a prayer to Sigmar or to Kain or whoever. Well, I guess Morathi Kain. Yeah. Because you want them to bless you, and then spells unleash terrible forces on other people.
Yeah.
Like some kind of distinction like that, because I feel sort of like the way that it is now is you have a different method to do the thing.
Yep.
Which, okay, fine. I mean, maybe they could be a little bit more distinct than they are, but they're not super similar. So I'm okay. But then once you do the thing, the effect, there's no difference. If I read you the effect of something, you would not be able to tell me whether it was a prayer or a spell, right?
I'm going to need the italicized 2-sentence lore blurb.
Yeah, because the 2-sentence lore blurb sometimes does talk about chanting. You're like, it says chant, that's a prayer.
Yep.
Yeah, I think something like that would be good. And if you did have an opposing priest, maybe you could even do things like my prayer, once it casts on or chants on a 5 or 4 or whatever the number is. I can remove D3 prayer points from another priest.
Yeah, that could be good. I think I would keep how they trigger now
Mhm.
I would probably give priests some way to combat priests.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, something like that. There's no. I think the counter magic, right, where I roll and then you try to roll higher, that works pretty cool for spells.
Yeah.
So I would like to see priests do something different, right? I wouldn't want to be like, oh, I have more priest points than you do, so I unchant your prayer.
Yeah.
But I definitely think that prayers should feel different. Like when you cast a spell and it's like +1 to charge. Okay, that's a spell. But then you do a prayer and you're like, oh, there would never be a prayer that's +1 to charge because prayers are always something else, right? Or maybe prayers are always unique effects.
Yeah.
Like prayers never give just a +1 bonus or a -1 debuff. It's always like you explode on death.
Yeah.
Right? It's something like that where it's a unique effect that applies. It's not just a static +1, -1 type thing. Oh, my control score is up by 1. Right? It's not. It's nothing like that. Maybe that would be a good way to distinguish them.
Yeah.
But I would love to see spells and prayers, the effect of them so different that you could read it and be like, oh yeah, that's a prayer. Oh no, that's definitely a spell. The way that does that thing. And I don't know exactly what that looks like. Like we said, maybe offense versus defense, maybe unique effects versus pluses. But I really feel like every army, especially if you have both, like maybe if you're an army that only has one. Like I think fire. Yeah. No, Iron has both.
Oh right, yeah, right.
But maybe like Fire Slayers only have priests. They don't have wizards.
I don't know if they'll look the same to me.
They'll look the same. That's racist. But maybe if you only have one, maybe you fudge it a little bit, you blur the lines a little bit, okay. But for armies that have two, and a lot of armies do, right? A lot of armies do have access to both. I think the question should be like, how do we make these distinct?
Yeah, Khorne also only has priests.
Yeah, there are a couple, right? And I think on those ones, like I said, maybe you could fudge it a little bit. Maybe you have priests things that can sort of mimic spells or whatever. So I'd be open to that. But I think in general, you should be able to look at an effect and be like, oh yeah, that's definitely a spell. There's no way a priest is doing that, right?
Yeah.
And
bring back Arcane Bolt.
I'd be okay with Arcane Bolt. I wouldn't want to bring back Mystic Shield.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Bring back the Bolt.
Bolt's pretty cool. And I could even see you do something like that with a priest, where you're, like in what was the name of the animation from Warhammer Plus?
Kill Lupercal.
No, the guy who goes in and fights all the orcs.
Hamilcar.
Yeah, Hamilcar Bear Eater. So in that animation, he fights a bunch of orcs and
loses a whole bunch.
Well, he wins some, but then it's called Double or Nothing. That's what it's called.
That's what it's called.
But then at the end, like he calls down Sigmar to strike them, and they get the lead orc gets exploded. Spoilers. But I could see prayers doing that. Like I could see Arcane Bolt. You'd call it something else, but it would be like smiting the enemy, and you would have something like that, right? So smitten the enemy, like they're falling in love with you.
Oh, I've made a mistake.
Whoops, wrong one.
Don't pick that.
I prayed to the wrong person. So I definitely feel like I could see some things in that sort of vein where you just had stuff that was different.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's like, oh yeah, and maybe you can even do it army by army. I wouldn't hate that. Mm-hmm. We're like, okay, in this army, all the spells are really mean, and then all the prayers are really
defensive,
or whatever it is. But I would love to see more of a dichotomy there, because right now, yes, there's two different ways to cast them or chant them, which is cool. Like I'm okay. That seems neat. But because the effects are so similar, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me why we've broken them out this way
and then squished them back together, sort of.
Yeah, it's like, well, here's 6 effects, but 3 you need a wizard, and 3 you need a priest. It's like, well, why though?
Jinx.
Thank you. Why though? I would want to see them much better defined.
One thing I think could be cool is like maybe Chaos Undivided or Tzeentch. They get a random one from any of the wars.
Yeah. I mean, okay, there could be all kinds of different stuff.
Yeah.
And I would like it to be every army have stuff that's distinct.
Yeah.
Right. Not just Tzeentch, right? Even though that would be a cool thing for Tzeentch,
Yeah.
right? He's got the cheater dice. Let's
Yeah.
lean into it. But I feel like when it comes to the effect, when I actually do the thing on the tabletop, I want my opponent to be like, "Wow, that's a powerful spell," or "Whoa, your priest did a cool thing," rather than, "Oh, what was that? Okay, I get the +1. All right, was that a spell or a prayer? Should I unbind that? Oh, that was a prayer. Okay." It's like,
Yeah.
I feel like you either make them more distinct or just bite the bullet, smash them together. Just spellcaster 1.
Yep.
Right, or power 1 rather than priest 1 or
Wizard 1.
Wizard 1. Any other thoughts?
I think we got it.
All right. Let us know in the comments below. What do you think of spells and prayers? Should they be more different? Or are you happy with where they are now, where the uses of them are different, but ultimately you sort of just pick the effect that you want, right? This has been another episode of Battle Ready.
Ready.
Thanks so much for watching.